this is Marina from Dark Star Astrology bringing you the lunar eclipse on May the 5th. It's going to be at 14 degrees of Scorpio Decan 2. It will be opposite Uranus. The fixed star is Zuben el-Janubi, which is in the southern scale of Libra. The tarot card is the Six of Cups and the healing crystal will be Larimar. So first let's look at the Decan of Scorpio, Decan 2. So this one has a very childlike curiosity vibe to it. It can make us extremely tender and affectionate, but the moon is in its full here. However, the luck of Zuben-Eshkamali, the star of gain, can shine through if we choose to see the glass as half full rather than half empty. But the star is on Zuben el-Janubi, which is a star of loss. So I think, we can choose, we have free will, etc. But I'll go into that later. But at this time, generally for this decan, we are lustful and desirous with much focus on seduction. So this lunar eclipse highlights sexual relationships and adores the courtship process. But the maddeningly cool approach of Scorpio Decan 2 is also very apparent. So those touched by this eclipse might find that they become masters of manipulating just about anyone they want into their labyrinth of love without much effort at all. You will find that your mate will be doing all the running, even if they weren't even that interested in the first place. This eclipse has the power to put you under a spell. Be careful you don't fall prey to femme fatales or bad boys. The sexual allure of this moon is very high, as is the potential for gameplay and manipulation. So to give you a good example of the energy of this decan is Edward Snowden. He had his moon there, and he sort of epitomizes the clandestine, I can never say that word, clandestine side of the decan in his leaking of classified information about the various global surveillance systems. So he was really spying on the spying. And the fixed stars in this decan also seem to indicate scandalous love relationships. And this can be because of the intense romantic needs brought to the surface at this time. And some of us will do anything to get them fulfilled. So this eclipse is great for spies. So you will not need to employ a private investigator if you suspect your partner of having an affair. This eclipse gives supreme intuitive ability, insatiable curiosity, and hacking skills. Be careful if it is you who's doing the dirty. Wiping your history will not be enough on your phone. The person tracking you is like a dog with a bone. So obviously, everyone isn't going to get affected in the same way by this, but if you are fixed sign, 14 degrees, decan 2, then you may either be the spy or you might be being spied upon. So the tarot card is really sweet. It's actually very different from the main kind of energy. It's the surprisingly light-hearted and affectionate one, the sweet and innocent Six of Cups, and the imagery in the Rider-Waite card is that of children, a boy offering a gift to a girl. It's an image of childhood memories, and this optimistic card is supported by the Sun and Jupiter rulership of this decan. And Teach Me Tarot say, after times of loss, sadness or despair, we often take comfort and solace from familiar places and those we have known the longest, such as old friends and family. We crave what is secure and steady as we have coped with enough change for the moment. So yeah, I read my cards using another tarot deck, and I always remembered the Six of Cups being always very sweet and innocent. But then reading this, I realised now, it's not, there is a sort of bittersweetness to it, because it is after a period of loss and sadness, and it's kind of, I think it's kind of retreating into almost, like going home to your parents when you've had your heart broken and just wanting the familiar and, spending time with people that you trust and love. Now, here, back to the bitter. So we've got Zuben el-Janubi, the main star of the unlucky southern scale of Libra. According to Robson, here we go, causes malevolence, obstruction and unforgiving character, violence, disease, lying, crime, disgrace, and danger of poison. The two scales of Libra used to be the claws of Scorpio, which was a much larger constellation in the past. And so they actually fit very well here in tropical Scorpio. Zuben means claw and is the prefix for all the stars that fall in the scales. And Libra is actually a very small constellation, and 6 of the 9 stars do actually fall here in Scorpio Decan 2. So you could say that Scorpio Decan 2 may be the true sidereal Librans. The actual constellation of the scales has a very different vibe than the Venus-ruled tropical sign of Libra. And you can most definitely see that Zuben el-Janubi is most definitely scorpionic, as Dr. Eris Morse, who is another fixed star writer, says it is well to remember here the association of this star with a scorpion's claw, used for making love as well as slaying its prey. It does not let go until one or the other matter is complete, and onlookers are not sure which of the two acts are in process. Wow. Sometimes even the Scorpio seems to get it wrong along the way. So, yeah, very strange. But yeah, it sort of goes with the bittersweet vibe. So the chart and the aspects, mainly it is moon opposite Uranus. So the moon opposite Uranus in the sky can be volatile and moody. However, its electrical sparks inspire innovation and genius. It's an ideal time to let the sky god channel through you. You might be surprised at your inventions as the moon rules the imagination. Your ideas might seem far out as they will be challenged. However, in time they will be accepted. So don't give up. You might feel rejected by the common people at this time, but it's the outliers that usually have the most original and unusual ideas. So dare to be different and reap the rewards in the future with this one. The Sun conjunct Uranus, which is opposite, gives us the seed moment of originality and invention. The ideas we present to the world are capable of revolutionizing the areas that they are planted in forever, and there can be rivalry between the past and the future. But the best can be utilized from both. It's possible to integrate ancient solar wisdom with modern state-of-the-art technology in new and original ways. So yeah, it does seem that the tarot card meaning does sum up the spirit of this lunar eclipse after times of loss and solace, finding solace, in places that we are familiar with, that we've known for a very long time. Uranus energy is exciting and can bring surprises, but in times of too much upheaval, we might prefer not to be surprised that much, and we crave our oldest friends and even the devil that we know as well. And certainly, we are in a very, very changeable, volatile, don't know what the heck's going on type of time at the moment, especially with finances and are interest rates going up? Should I sell? All these kind of things. So this decan of Scorpio has us in a passionate mood. However, a new relationship could rise out of nowhere because of the Uranus aspect, and the tarot card is sweet also with its childlike innocence. It conjures up first love and the infatuation stage of the romance. There is also the kinky confusion of the Scorpio's sexual act with the fixed star Zuben el-Janubi, which is, the scale of loss, as I said. Somehow we must reconcile the sadness at the loss of youth with moving forward. This is what Uranus seeks to do. There is a seed moment of opportunity to make changes in your life. Sometimes we need to shake things up if we feel stuck in a rut, but it is so tempting to stick with what is in our comfort zone. Eclipses are always times of reboots, so if loss comes at this time, then take it as a feng shui message to create space for something or someone new to come into your life. So the healing crystal I chose was Larimar. It's helpful for the tendency to play the martyr in relationships, therefore great for those who suffer from codependency issues. Larimar will soothe the brokenhearted, bringing calmness and equilibrium. This stone is especially good for healing trauma from an abusive partner or parent. For those seeking their soulmate, this crystal can help attract the right match, and it's also helpful in healing the wounds from old karmic relationships as well. Crystals online say that Larimar is a powerful stone that promotes a soothing and relaxing environment. It can be useful for phobias, panic attacks, stress-related imbalances, excessive anger and fear. Larimar teaches one to love, nurture and respect oneself, inspiring confidence whilst healing damaged emotions. It's said to assist communicating one's needs and boundaries to others while helping to give the strength and emotional stability to speak from the heart. Larimar teaches one to love, nurture and respect oneself, inspiring confidence whilst healing damaged emotions. So I'll leave the link below to the post because it also has links for what the eclipse means for each of the sign. So on, like eclipse in the first house for Scorpio, etc., etc. And the sale is still on if you want a reading. 25% off until the summer solstice. Okay, so thanks for listening. All the best. Bye-bye.